Hi everyone, welcome back to my garden. If you are new here, my name is Holly and I post videos on how you can grow your own food naturally and sustainably. I have got all the links below for other places that you can find me on Instagram, my website which has lots of recipes and gardening tips as well. Today I want to share with you some of my gardening secrets. My gardening hacks, the secrets to my success in the garden. These are things that I've learnt and followed over time and I can't wait to share them with you. So hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. Letting things go to seed. This is something that I've been doing more and more each year and the results have just been amazing for my garden. Letting things go to flower brings so many pollinators to the garden, and that in itself is an amazing thing. This boosts the overall success of my garden with lots of more fruit and vegetables getting pollinated. Pollinators help us get more oh, hey friend. Pollinators help us grow more food with bigger and more successful harvests. These flowers turn to seeds and these will produce future generations of the vegetable. They are also acclimatized to our exact growing conditions. It is important to only save the seeds from the best and most successful plants, because if it was a very average plant, chances are the seeds will produce average future generations. So only let the best ones go to seed. I not only harvest and keep the seeds to replant, but I also let heaps fall onto the ground and even shake out some of the dried seed heads into the gardens. These seeds will remain dormant in the soil until they get the optimum growing conditions. So when the soil temperature is right, they'll just pop up and grow all by themselves. Zero effort is required and they'll usually be strong and really resilient plants. Little chrysanthemum popping up, and another few here from a plant that I grew in this spot last year. And marigolds, they just pop up everywhere because I always grow them. It's an amazing surprise. Each year I have new plants popping up for free without any effort on my behalf, and it makes me so happy. I mean, who doesn't love free plants? It also helps teach you identification, because as the new little seeds and seedlings pop up, you can try and figure out what you've got growing. Do this by picking off a little bit of the leaf, and you can have a go at smell, taste, and then just what the leaf shape looks like. And then if you can't figure it out, then try Googling it. Sometimes you do need to wait until they have a few more mature leaves, but then you'll be able to crack the code and it will stay with you forever. There may be too many in one spot, so once they have about 4 leaves, you can transplant them to other areas or pot them up to gift, trade, or even sell. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Spread the risk. This is another one of my secrets to success, is spreading the risk throughout your garden. So if you have some seeds or seedlings, don't plant them all in one spot in the same place in your garden, because if something happens to them, if the bugs find them, if they just don't like that spot and they die, then they're all gone. So I like to spread the risk by planting a few in different areas. I have some in my pallet planters and container gardens, some in my front garden, some in my back garden, and that way if 1 or 2 don't like their location or they get attacked by bugs, I still have plenty of chances with the other ones. I used to struggle with this if I really wanted something to grow and I only planted a few of the seeds or seedlings, and I'd go out and check and something wasn't right, they weren't doing well, then I'd get so worried and frustrated that they're gonna die and it's too late in the season to replant them. So that's when I started to really just always spread the risk, and it's just made me feel so much more confident that I'm gonna get some decent harvests. I also use this advice in all areas of my gardening in terms of if I'm making a new organic fertilizer or trialing something in my garden, I won't do it on the whole garden, I will just do it on a certain spot and just make sure that it's all okay and it's working before I do move and do that to the rest of my garden, because if something were to go wrong, I would really hate for me to have damaged my whole garden. So don't put all your eggs in one basket is something that I do in every aspect of my gardening. It has really helped with my success in the garden. So I also do this with seeds. I plant some seeds in trays and then I'll also direct sow some seeds in the garden. This is because I go away quite often camping, and if the seed trays dry out while I'm away and all the little seeds die, then I'm just devastated. So if I've got some in the gardens as well, then I feel like it's a little bit safer and I have reduced the risk of not getting any of those seeds to grow and harvest. Focus more on growing soil. If you learn how to grow soil, growing plants will be a walk in the park. Soil is the key to growing lush, healthy gardens, and it is, after all, the soil that is going to be feeding your plants. So if you've got healthy, nutrient-dense soil, you're going to be able to grow healthy, nutrient-dense plants. Just like us, plants won't perform well if they feed on weak soil that is full of the same thing day in and day out. It would be like us trying to live off lettuce and herbal tea. It's not very fun, nor would we be able to function properly long term. Healthy, nutrient-dense soil needs to be constantly built with layers of compost, mulch, and plant material. This builds diversity in the nutrients and also allows the soil microbiology to thrive, plus the worms and other beneficial bugs that improve the soil and add more nutrition. Once you focus on building great soil, your plants will take off and you'll feel like a boss gardener with baskets full of food. Hand watering. Automated sprinkler systems are amazing, especially if you go away often or you are time poor. But nothing beats hand watering for spending time in the garden and being able to see what's going on with your plants. Hand watering is such a valuable time. You can check on your plants and see if there's any bugs or any diseases and be able to catch them early before they take off. I love using my hose to water the gardens in the morning. It's become my version of meditation. So calming, relaxing, and takes your mind away from the million other things our brains want to juggle. Hand watering, even if it's just on the weekends, will help you stay connected to your garden, and that in turn will help you grow abundant, lush, healthy gardens. Let me know if you like this video, and if you want to hear more about my gardening hacks and secrets, then leave me a comment and I will make another video.